Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Profitable Copywriter. Hope you're okay today. Today, I'm going to be starting with sharing, what I wish I'd done in my business, kind of first, the way I wish I'd done it. Having learned all I've learned recently, the scalable offer that I wish I'd have done as soon as I felt like my skill level was high enough. So, okay, right. Well, I wish I'd have shared. I wish I'd have shared my skills with how I got my first client. Okay, with my first clients and how I presented my portfolio for copywriting. I wish I'd have started with that scaled offer as soon as I felt, you know what, I'm 10% in front of those copywriters that are just starting out and haven't got the confidence yet to do their portfolios. I wish I'd have done this a lot earlier. This little digital course because it's been so successful for me. I'm moving on hopefully to the second round of it after the feedback from the people that are in there at the moment, and I can't wait for what the future holds for that and the success of future people. When I'm thinking that in general, I do wish that in some ways, I mean, it was hard with budget because I just didn't have the budget, but I almost wish I'd have invested earlier in learning how to do a digital course. I can see people in my community now that have done that and they're relatively new to their business, or they've got a skill that they've been using for years, and they're just plunging straight into it and having great success. I came to it in a really roundabout way. I guess through a process of discovery. So this is why I'm on here now, just explaining. So you've got like the benefit of extra information than I had. Um, yeah, I started off with blogging. Didn't really make much money until the pandemic when I did put a blog post online about me learning how to be a copywriter. So I was 10% ahead of other people that hadn't even considered it yet. And that started making money. So I did end up being able to invest in this digital course, digital course academy because of that income. But honestly, if you've got spare cash, or you can put aside a certain amount per month, it's well worth doing because the scale of your income it's crazy. Um, and put some links to the testimonials because like I'm because I'm on my journey out of teaching. I've created one course completely flopped because to be honest, I rushed. Amy Porterfield, who teaches the course that I did, told me in the course to do lots of research. I rushed through and then really didn't do it properly the first time. But you live and learn, don't you? And this is one of the things with digital courses. My mini course uh, has been a great success, so that is fantastic. So I'm just going to build on that now that that's given me some income. My one-to-ones with copywriting has given me some income. Um, and then my blog post has given me some income as well. So I've invested in the digital course thing, and now what I'm going to do is because I've got more time, because I've developed those income sources, I can really, really go all in on digital courses now because I've got one that I know that is proven. I just need some extra feedback to leverage it a little bit. And then the next, I can't wait. I've got other ideas for other things, but one massive thing I've learned is go back to your audience constantly, find out exactly what they need. Anybody can do it. I just wish I'd have started as soon as I thought I was far enough in advance. I wish I'd have started with a digital course straight away because of the advantages it brings. Like, say, for example, um, now I know that once I leverage this, and you can look at the testimonials, these guys, there's been a lot of people already done this. Once I leverage build my audience and create more momentum with it. So there's more people on my course. It's not going to be an issue when I work. I can plan my year. Yeah, so I can plan actually when I get time off because one of my business friends, Lydia Martin, actually really suggests she's been launching and made quite a lot of money on it, and then resting straight after. So for a week she gives her students stuff to do, but she's not actually working. She might even have 2 weeks off and then just start the course after she's got the money in. She's had a vacation and everything's ready and it's good to go. So fantastic. What it's enabled me to do is it's not just for teachers. I would say I bought into that course, but it was the community as well that came with it. So I've actually made some connections, helped other people. All that together has been a snowball because that, along with my other sources of passive income, have enabled me to leave teaching. I'm going to say that again. It's enabled me to leave teaching. So the one thing that you take from this today is that digital courses are a powerful way to leave behind a job that just is sucking the soul out of you. Or it might be that you're already in a job you love, but you want more time to yourself. So, like, say, for example, if you're a copywriter or a web designer, maybe you don't like the backwards and forwards of one-to-one clients anymore. You want to take it easy. You want to teach them how to write their own copy or how to design their own websites without the hassle of having to go backwards and forwards, do edits, things like that, waiting for, if you're a web designer, for a developer, waiting for people to provide resources. So, if anything, if I could go back and rewrite, I would probably have saved. It's a big investment, one of these courses. I would probably have saved up for a little while and then took the plunge and done that first. And then let it come, like let the teaching scale down and down and down. It was a weird one for me because I didn't really want to do like courses about primary school teaching, like teaching kids. Maybe you guys, maybe you're a teacher and you can't understand what's going on in classrooms right now. You hate the workload, you can't do it, but you love the kids. Maybe there's an opportunity there to teach parents how to teach the reading, or like teach phonics through a digital course, teaching more people, and even actually running it then passively. So re-recording all your videos, putting them online. Somebody pays for your course. I don't know if you've ever thought of that before. I know this when I started to realise there was things out there that was hope. I wasn't stuck completely. It was a lot of it was in here. It's powerful. Okay, so I want you to really think about where you're going to start and what you're going to do now. I know my business mentor Amy Porterfield, she has got a couple of tools I will put in in the notes here because I think they're really useful. Um, just have a look at what's down there because she will help you on your way. I mean, even if the course is not for you, it doesn't matter. It's that start that really matters. It's that mind opening. Maybe you're an accountant. Maybe you want to teach people how to manage their finances, or how to prepare for tax season. I don't know. Maybe you're let's think. Maybe you're great with babies. Maybe you're a childcare practitioner. Maybe you want to teach people um, how to wean their babies, how to I don't know, potty train. There's so many things you could teach people, and then they they can have that in the comfort of their own homes and play those recordings time and time again. They can use it time and like people maybe have 4 kids, right? It's useful for them 4 times. You're reaching more people, having more impact. This is why I really wish I'd started. Um, with a digital course. 'Cause I realise how powerful it is now. I know it sounds a little bit of a scary thing. There's lots of stuff to do. There's lots of moving parts, but I assure you, honestly, it's life changing. I am looking at my next quarter, and I'm excited because I've got like at least 2 days a week where I can fully focus on those kind of activities now. I can create things that my audience actually want. I've got the freedom now. Like, say, for example, today, typical day, it's Thursday today that I'm recording this. I did a podcast this morning because that's really good for letting you know what's going on in my world, what inspiration. Right, so I did that. And then my husband, he likes to chill in the morning. So actually, before I did the podcast, I took my dog out because it's quite hot. So I got her out early this morning. We had a potter, saw a couple of friends, came back in. I did my podcast. He got up. We walked into town and we were able to just sit for a while, have a coffee, and then we had another drink in the sun. It was lovely because I bought that freedom for myself. All right, other teachers, I've just quit teaching, right? So my my term ended. Well, I was part time teaching, so my term ended in the end of July in the UK. So okay, right, you could argue other teachers are chilling right now. Fine, but I don't have to go back on what, 5th of September. I don't have to feel miserable for those 2 weeks that I always did. Sometimes I used to cry. That was horrible. And I know a lot of people do. It becomes this whole like holiday is great for 2 weeks, you forget about it. Then you've got a couple of weeks in between that you're feeling a bit, and then you've got 2 weeks dreading it. I haven't got that anymore. I don't feel that pain anymore. It doesn't feel like working. Right? It doesn't feel like working. So that's why it's a great idea to think about what really lights you up, because this is me. This is evidence that you can do this. Because if I describe how I was before, it was so different. I mean, I've got some pictures. I'm gonna have to find them of me looking dreadful, just because I was always dreading going back to work. So, okay, rest of my day, what does that look like? I'm on you talking to you right now, so I'm batching my podcasts. I've probably got 2 more I'm going to record today, and I'll send them off to a lovely VA who's helping me keep focused on what I should be doing, because I think that's really important as well. So that's another tip: get a VA as soon as you can, because they'll help you, especially with social media. They'll help you get organised and focus on the stuff that you should be doing rather than, you know, the stuff that is kind of distracting. Anyway, so it's going to be for the rest of the day. I think I might have to, might be uploading a couple of emails for a client. Um, they want me to use Kajabi and load some of the copy that I've written. And then I will be doing associated content with this. I'm looking at my offers for my next course, which is just, I honestly, no, seriously, I can't believe that I've got here. And I just so want to share with you what I know and what can happen for you too if you take consistent action, especially as well if you've got spare cash. You know, I wasn't in that position. I had to really dig away. You know, one to tell you my quick journey in courses, basically, right? So I did an SEO course. That was about 297. Saved up for 6 months for that. Okay, so this is the thing, because I didn't have any money at all. When the copywriter course came round, there was an option to pay I think $44 a month, which worked for me, so that was okay. So within budget, that was fine. A 12-month payment, so I split it. And now this big investment I've made into knowing how to learn how to make like good quality digital courses, that was a lot higher. But because I'd done the SEO course and the copywriter course, I was able to bring in income. So that's spare, like some of that income is going towards paying for my investment. So if you're gonna look at digital course first, which I really suggest you do, look at your plan in advance. How are you going to pay for that investment? Um, because it will be one of the best things you ever, honestly, be one of the best things you ever do. The community, if you get the right course, the community and what they offer you is way beyond what you'll ever be able to use. If you've got any questions about which one I I went for, just feel free to ask. It is Amy Porterfield's Digital Course Academy. I am being transparent. I am a partner for her, but let me tell you this: if I didn't want to recommend that course, if I didn't want to, if I thought the course was awful or it had lacking things, I would not be sitting here now talking to you about my choice. This is what I've always upheld is integrity in everything I do. I will point out if you ask me questions and stuff, and if I think about things that need improving, I will say it because this is how we get value from from our investments, isn't it? So if you have any questions, it's really short podcast. Just let me know specifically about that. I'm going to end with saying this. Okay, everything in life, um, it might seem hard at the time, and sometimes you have to do hard things to really get what you want. I never want anybody to overstretch themselves. I've never done that myself. I think if you can work out a solution that will help you invest in something that will grow and scale your business, that's great. But if it feels bad in the pit of your stomach, I mean, you know that gut feeling where it's worrying you constantly, then that is not the right thing to do. It's obviously too much of a stretch. It will put you in financial difficulty. But however, if it's just a risk and you're feeling like, oh my goodness, um, this digital course thing um, feels quite scary. I'm worried about tech. I'm worried about confidence on screen. Those are things that are natural to feel nervous about. That is a different feeling. Okay, so I would not hold yourself back if that's the case. All right. So if you've got any questions, just let me know. Um, I am so excited to see where this quarter leads. You should follow and just see if I hit by 2023. I've set myself a goal of hitting 50k from my digital courses. So let's see how we go. Don't forget to email me helen@helennuttall with your questions and let me know if there's anything that's on your mind. Okay, have a great day, and I can't wait to be back with our next conversation on profitable copywriting.